Hello, good morning. How are you? I don't know. Well, it's 10:09 a.m. in the Bronx, New York City. It's a beautiful day. Well, I say beautiful day because it's like a cold day but breezy day. Um let me turn this down. I'm running the tablet while I'm on because my comments are not coming up. I don't know why they are not coming up on this phone. So I can see you guys if you decide to come in here. Um from my tablet, but I'm trying to see the comments. What is going on with this? But anyway, as I try to fix this issue, I would like to say welcome one, welcome all. I hope you are all having a great start to your day on this Wednesday morning. Why is not letting me see the comments though? But anyway, not anyway, but I'm here. So give me a chance. You sit back and you relax and enjoy the show. I decided until this page become successful as my other page, monetize, I mean, in that way, successful, the start. Um, I'm going to use this as my practice page. What is going on? Why can't I see the comments? And I know, because Zachary, he has his way with these tablets. So I don't know what he did. If he is responsible, I don't want to accuse him of anything, but I can't see the comments. So I'm just going to have to talk off the top of my head. Um, and I hope everyone, if you are here, you're listening, if you want to let me know you're here, just hit the like button. You know, hit the like button. Let me know you're here. It's not I don't know what to do. So I'm really, I don't know. Well, I can't see the comments, tell you the truth. But okay, so let's start the show. I feel like this page, I changed the name. As you can see, I switched it up. I did a switcheroo from alter ego perspective with insight and with insight and perspective with Bronx Girl. So this is my second page. Insight and perspective is my first page. I don't want to get anyone confused. So if you are here to stay with me along for this ride, along for this journey. I don't even know because I have my phone in a certain way. I just wish I was so perfect where I could situate things and don't have to worry about if I'm sounding so perfect or that's not the problem. It's just that I want to know because I see my voice popping up on the screen because I'm speaking, I'm streaming from the tablet and I'm trying to watch the comments from I'm not streaming from my phone, but I wanted to watch the comments on the tablet. But neither here nor there. This is a practice page until further notice. So I guess you are here every glitch and mistake that I have made, and you are more than welcome to give me feedback and laugh. So with that being said, the topic was, ladies, is it's okay to chase and pursue. Let me just tell you, I was on my other page yesterday, my original main page, Insight and Perspective. It was a decent show. I had the black screen. I had a few people in there, having a conversation, a dialogue, which was good, which I welcome, which I recommend, which I suggest. I'm not prejudiced until you come in here and show me that, well, you're not allowed in here because you don't follow the rules. But it was okay show. I had some guys I was, politicking with and exchanging ideas. And of course, men can't help themselves when it comes to debating or arguing with women because most men have this notion that you should not argue with any female. Like they be like, I'm not arguing with no female. I'm like, what? You made that a broad statement? Like, why? But we don't care. We already know why they don't argue with females. Those type of men that use that type of language and those words in that context. We know that they are incapable of critically thinking for themselves. So with that being said, I said that yesterday in a live, but I was kind of wrong because I had a few guys in there that was going back and forth with me, and it was a nice exchange until, we had a few assholes come up in there saying some dumb shit, like, shit that has nothing to do with the topic. But at the same time, the men I was going back and forth with, they had an argument, they had a debate, they had their opinions. At the same time, one guy was trying to tell me to not speak about the issues at hand. He's like, I know that you're passionate. I know that you really want to speak about this, but you shouldn't speak about things that's not relevant to you. I'm like, what? I'm going to speak about it. This is a matter. This is a problem that's happening in real life. I'm on threads, men versus women. It's a horrible place to be. Horrible. At first you get viral, you go viral, you say some things, you get feedback, then it dies down. And then you just sitting there watching people that have the intentions on dating someone or getting married. That's what Threads is about. That's the algorithm I was pushed into, and I was not too happy. I don't want to be too happy with being pushed in the algorithm of um women dating to get married. So I had to recently, I think last night I deleted the app. It was I had it for a month, I think. I wasn't too happy. I did a little research. I gathered a little information to at least have some information to go and present my audience with. On threads, I mean, of course, it's the male versus female, woman versus man, gender versus gender. That's not something I want to do. Like, that's not something I want to promote. I do stand up and I'm in women's corner more than they know. But to fight over like something that can't be proved, I don't want to do. And I try to get information from both sides of the aisle. The male and female thinking is not that far apart. We male and female, women and men have the same capacity and ability to think critically, unless you are like suffering or have a delay or have a brain something, a brain issue. That's as far brain damage, like literally have brain damage where you can't focus, form synthesis, think about things you do before you do it and say, but um there's nothing wrong with women and men having a healthy, honest, open debate. So on threads, I'll and then they have men that come in there and women as the same come in there, try to intrude, just insult you. And that's not the problem. The problem is that, like, what makes you think you can't insult someone because you're not understanding what they're saying, or we have different perceptions. Of course, my opinion is not right. My opinion is not wrong. It's just that of an opinion. But opinions can be challenged, and I challenge people opinions and assumptions. So it may look different to different people, their perception of things. I don't like, we shouldn't, as people that wants to get to a different point of view or even have a different point of view, challenge people assumptions, challenge people in general. And I'm not talking about like intrusive or aggressively. Just it's a way that we should approach the situation and maintaining a certain amount of respect for one another. And threads is I came, I saw, I left. I don't have no there go another I don't have no interest in going back and forth on a daily basis about the same topic. Where I was pushed into that algorithm on threads, it's mainly for women that's dating to get married, and there it's mainly for men that want to get married and find a submissive woman. That's not me. That's not what I'm interested in. Keep me out the fray. So I say any and everything to know that I'm not a part of the fray. I'm not a part of this community. I'm an outsider looking in. my comments and my posts have like riled a lot of people up. So I said, let me delete this because this is not the platform I want to get monetized on. This is not like something that I would be fun and exciting about like I am about YouTube. So with that being said, what I said was, ladies, is it okay to chase and pursue? Now I brought that topic up because I'm on Facebook also, so I see different posts and I see different comments about men and memes and statements about men and women chasing each other. Like my position on this platform is to show women a different point of view. Men are not going to take too kindly or take it too lightly. They'll get defensive, they take it personally. So they should at least be open to different ideas too with how men and women function. We all live in different, this is a world where we live in different societies. No one society is the same. And a lot of people, a lot of humans are naturally conformists. A lot of people conform. So, and I'm not the type that will conform. I will bend the rules, if anything, mostly. And with that, and my point is like with women of today, 2025, I'm here to tell you it's okay to chase and pursue a man. Now, if you think you're the type of woman or you're the kind of woman or your characteristics uh, represent you being the prize, then this is not for you. This is for women who would like to at least be in the path or direction. Because I don't want to get married. Let me just say that I'm not a relationship coach or expert. This is just based on knowledge and experience. Wait, is that up? Wait a second. I just heard my feet some feedback. No, I'm not a coach, a relationship coach. I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a pickup line artist. However, because I don't want to get into a serious committed relationship in the foreseeable future, that don't mean that I'm not going to see other people and put myself out there for the time being. Women should know that some things that you just going to have to do naturally. And there's some things that come to you naturally in the form of, I guess, um, signs. Like I never had a problem with chasing or pursuing a man, but at the same time, let me just reference and indicate my point that in order for you to have the idea and the energy to chase and pursue a man, it has to be done with skill, practicality, knowledge, understanding, intelligence. Um, I, chase and pursue has nothing to do with being obsessed like a stalker. No, we're not. We're not stalkers. We're not stalkers. We are women that know what we want, and it's never wrong to go for what you want. Now, if you chase and pursue a guy, first and foremost, you have to know that he's interested in you. Um, the interests are the same, and even if he's not interested in you, you can and you have the ability to make him interested in you if he's like worth it. It's not a chase and pursue where, oh my goodness, I'm going to do everything to get this man's attention and he has to just direct his attention on me because I'm chasing and pursuing him. But don't consider that he may have other friends that he's entertaining. Some may say, I don't even like that word entertaining because it's used in ways like humans are supposed to be robots. We can't function without rules. So the rules, if I'm going to implement rules on chasing and pursuing a man, is just simple and to the point. He must be interested in you. You must be interested in him. He must have some characteristics that, and he should have characteristics that is appealing to you and him both, you know? And he won't know that you're chasing him and pursuing him. He'll have an idea like, oh, she liked me. She's showing interest in me. But if he's not showing or repaying the same interest, then he's not the one to chase or pursue. I think a lot of women are misinformed about the nature of a man and the nature of a woman. We're not that totally different as human beings. We think differently. Of course, we are. Like men are very much stronger than women in size, strength. That's what size and strength. And not, and I'm not going to even say ability because there are lazy men. But as far as um, chasing and pursuing, there are tactics that you can use not to manipulate for malicious reasons. It should come from a good place, right? You don't want to like make it so obvious that you chasing and pursuing him like you becoming like a stalker or an obsessive fan. No, you don't want to do that. You want it to be a slow, steady process, like bringing him in, alluring him into you, building up trust, effective communication. As long as you hook him with one line, you're good. As long as you give him something to think about, you're good. Leave him with something that he can laugh about, something as just as small as you wearing a nice scent of perfume, uh you leaving a not like a great impression because men, you don't have to do too much to impress them, you know. But as far as if that's the, and then like the chase and the pursuit, it's not always worth it because like men don't receive information as well as women. Some women don't know how to flirt. They don't have no type of I did another they don't have any seduction, charm, characteristics, tactics, and that's what men are afraid of. So like if you make it so obvious that you chasing him and you pursuing him and you're interested in him and you using your charm and seducing him, and a lot of people twist words all the time. Words have different meanings. Seduce don't always mean something sexually. Flirting is not always sexual. Flirting is friendly, warm, inviting. It can be like seduction is friendly, warm, inviting, radiant, memories to be like left, an impression to be left. If you don't have those type of qualities, if you don't know how to seduce in a decent way, or however you want to seduce him, it doesn't matter. But there are like consequences to seducing, charming, and chasing and producing. I mean, chasing and pursuing a man for the simple fact that it may look one way to one person and another way to another person. And this type of man, he has to have some type of high level of intelligence. I only will chase high. Well, that's not true. At first, you think you're chasing a guy like he's intelligent, he's good, and then you get to know him, and you be like, "Oh, you sloppy. I'm not. I'm not chasing you anymore." Like the buck stops here. Sometimes these things could take 2 weeks, 3 months. 3 months is good if you could, and you pulled him in as far enough as y'all going out. You exchanging information on the talking and exchanging ideas over the phone. You laughing and talking and you joking, and you spending a little bit more time together. Your chase and pursuit is just the start of it. It's just the fact: do you want to continue on and pursue something further? He will appreciate. He should appreciate if communicate effectively, if he has a great level of understanding, if he respect your like your views, your interests, he respects you as a human being, he look at you as a human being. He think it's fun to be with you because you are a decent person, a great woman. Even if y'all don't want anything serious at the moment, you have already, like, you know, sealed the deal. Like, we could be friends. Friendship is beautiful, building friendships, right? Cause so it's flat, like getting the man of your dreams. Yeah, take some time to get the man of your dreams, to go after the man of your dreams, something that you are definitely attracted to, especially when it comes to compatibility, emotional, sexual, intellectual. These are traits that this man must possess in order for you to pursue and chase and pursue him. That's something that you should know. Like, because in these little small interactions, beautiful women, I'm speaking to you. I want the men to listen. I'm speaking to the beautiful woman that possesses a certain amount of powers to use them with her charm, her confidence, her boldness, her beautiful, cool, confident, sexy, and intelligent self. These are the little traits that women have that they are scared to use because, no one taught them, and it's okay. It's a learned skill. The man of your dreams should be the one that you know is worth it. Because I chased and pursued him. He didn't know I was chasing and pursuing him. He thought I liked him, and now, because I have, even if you have the idea of getting married, good. I'm not. I don't want to get married. But if you're going to chase and pursue someone, and you are the type of woman that want long term, and long term for you, a long term commitment for you is marriage, you chase and pursue. And men change. They're very deceitful. They are. Um, this I've learned with knowledge and experience. Men are deceitful, and even if he have like female friends that he's talking to, they're not gonna keep his interest like you would keep his interest. They're like their considerations, which I don't mean as in, like, a product or something, or a options, his options. He's exploring his option. You continue to explore your options. But always, always keep the line of communication open and effectively. And this is hard to find with men and women, to at least have an effective, open, honest conversation, discussion. That's why a lot of women are single, because they are much happier single. Because one thing that probably stump us as women and set us back and change our mind and views. Well, I know for me personally why I would not like run and jump into a relationship. I would not run and jump into a relationship because it is very hard. And I'm going to admit this, one of my vulnerabilities, and I'm not saying this for sympathy or validation. It is not easy to find someone who can effectively communicate, men and women. So when I say that, at least if you are exploring your options and you narrowing down your options, and the guy is exploring his options and narrowing down his options. And when he narrow his down to and wind his down to number one, and when you wind yours and narrow yours down to number one, then I guess it should be, and it hopefully it will be just the two of you, because now you have tied up loose ends. You have put everyone on notice. You have told your friends that you used to hang out and chill with, like, listen, because you're going to tell them this, like, in the midst of it. It shouldn't be more than like three friends to each of you. Like, I grant men three, I give them five options. I give the woman three options. If I'm being generous, I'll throw in four. It's easy to knock down those options and narrow them down because no two people are the same. But if you both know and you've been talking and you be discussing things what you want in the future, you know each other's like and ideas and interests and values, and you know more than the other options know, the Jane Does and the John Does know about each other. You have shared personal information between the two of you that you both can gather and talk about at night. But he still have friends. A friend call him up and he be like, "I'm going to take this," or he don't take it. Right? His phone is ringing. I'll say, "Take the call." I do, and they be like, "No, I'm chilling. Why you got your phone out? I don't got mine's out." Or they'll look at a message, and I say day, like it's not like a lot of days, but a person I'll probably just chill with, and it's not like often because I don't like give my time and attention to anyone just freely, no matter how you perceive me. It takes a lot to get my attention. And then and once my attention is like distracted, I just be like, okay, this is not going to work. But I have been, you know, blown blindsided like a few times. Nothing like drastic or intense, but you know the deal. You know, you could be like, this is what building friendship is all about. A friendship that started off from the ground is a beautiful foundation for a commitment in a relationship, but it's that's rare to find in this era, in this time, in this 2025. It's going to be kind of hard for a lot of women that want to date to get married to find the man of her dreams because they don't want to put in the work, they don't want to chase and pursue. The men are definitely not have the energy to chase and pursue a woman because they are how you say it, overworked and underpaid, so they don't have any ambitions unless they have super duper money, and that's a whole different discussion. Right? You need money to find love, and most men don't. They talk about they want love, they reject it. They want love, they don't want to spend their money. You need money to find love. You don't need money to love each other, but you need money to find love at least in the beginning, as a start. Let's not get it twisted. So when we hear people telling women don't chase or pursue a man because you are the prize, you are not the prize, and you're not special. I don't find men special at all. I don't like overexert myself, and neither should you. Don't do things that's not in your power to do. That's all I'm saying, and that's all I mean. As far as don't overexert yourself, don't be somebody that you're not. Don't try to impress men for the sake of having them think that you are willing to give in so soon and so suddenly. No, we're not going to give in so suddenly and so soon. No, you have to fight for our love because our love, most of our love, most of women love that keep it inside and don't share with anyone. Is beautiful, it's kind, it's soft, and it's just it's present, it's inviting, it's warm, and it's radiant. So for my for me, and like you definitely have to be how you say it, tough to be kind. Everyone that calls me tough indicates, and they don't indicate it personally, they say it as an insult, but you have every tough person such as myself, and I'm not comparing myself to all tough people, however people want to proceed, is kind, are kind. Tough people are kind. You have to be tough to be kind. So for us women that want to sit back and wait forever for her dream guy, my dream guy is Jolly Green Giant. I love the Jolly Green Giant. That's my dream guy. That's the one that stands out, but everyone knows that he's with me. But he's a good person. He make people feel good. He don't have no discrimination, no prejudice. Well, of course he wouldn't share out and loud, but he make people feel good and special, inviting because he's a human being. He's not naive or gullible because he may be the most handsome man walking with his green self and his red scarf, but he everyone know that he's with Bronx girl, but they will tempt or try because that's just the way it's supposed to be. They interested in knowing why the Jolly Green Giant, someone like a Bronx girl, pulled him in. What she got that I don't have? She's not even beautiful. We all are sevens, ladies. Sevens is good. A 10 out of 10 is definitely blessed and have definitely have the skills to possess and get any man she want because she just was born that way, and it's okay. But the sevens that we pull, the Jolly Green Giants, and we know and we have something, we share something so beautifully between the two of us, the Jolly Green Giants and a beautiful woman. Every beautiful woman, every sweet and kind woman, intelligent woman, thoughtful, considerate woman that think about other people. But you're not a people pleaser. Let's not get it twisted. You are not by any shape or form a people pleaser. You're tough because you don't have to be a people pleaser. You're not afraid to tell someone no, I don't think so. But you like it's not like we like 100% bulletproof. Like let's not get it twisted. Like even me as a woman have been like put in um a direction or path where I could be in danger from some sick, twisted, demented person, right? But what I'm saying is about the Jolly Green Giants are matching up with the beautiful women. And when I say beautiful, I'm just saying it as a general statement idea because all women are beautiful. I just haven't been able to call a woman ugly in like so long, ever. I mean, I have. I wouldn't call a woman ugly to her face, though. I wouldn't. That's not something I would first think of. But I don't want to get into that topic of women calling each other ugly. Everyone don't see others the same, but and that's okay. Like people are ugly, so what? Like deal with it. What are you going to do? Is that going to haunt you at night because you find someone ugly and unattractive? No, that don't bother me. Looks don't bother me. But what? Getting back to the Green Giant and the beautiful women ideology analogy is that listen, the man of your dreams, the one that you chase and pursue, the one that you have captured, and the one that you want to further and make further progress and go in the right direction. Hopefully, you stay on the same path for a certain amount of time. And I will give, because I don't encourage or support anyone to get married. I mean, support. Oh, you get married? That's so nice. You deserve it. I don't wouldn't say, yo, yeah, I should get married because I have a whole different idea of how marriage look in 2025 when it comes to building a decent, stable future. Right. So now, if the Jolly Green Giant and the beautiful woman, they have moved past everything, they are ready to now at least settle down and live their life and share the rest of their life together. And if the Green Giant and the beautiful woman has discussed the idea of marriage, then that should be the next process of do you want to get married or I don't know if you want to get married, but I think we should have show some type of form of commitment because you have all the ingredients that's making this relationship flow because you both worked hard at it, not hard at it, but you put effort in. You both put effort in. You both are leaders. You both respect one another. You both know one another and the littlest details about them. Those are the type of people that should promote relationships, right? I'm not talking about these relationships that's promoted on YouTube or TikTok or the social media. Like I don't like watching couples. I'll tune in to see how they flow and how they like interact with each other, the chemistry between one another. But my Green Giant and his beautiful woman is the idea couple as in give me my freedom, not give me my freedom, respect my freedom and my independence. I respect your freedom and your independence, our freedom and our independence strengthen our bonds. I don't want to, and no beautiful woman that enjoy and value. I guess we would call it the strong woman, right? The strong woman as opposed to the weak woman, the submissive woman, the one that have low self esteem, the one that is susceptible for depression because she is a submissive woman. She do have to follow a rule. She do have to follow a order. She didn't know what the rules and order was until she got into the relationship. She was blindsided and sideswiped. That's a lot of submissive women are blindsided. But getting back to the strong woman, the one that's beautiful and the one that's kind, like, yeah, definitely. you definitely know that you would not just chase or pursue just anybody. And the Jolly Green Giant should know that too. And everybody, the way they commit is totally different. Whether you have a baby together, if you have a baby together, you are in a financial situation, not situation, but if you are financially able to have a baby, get married. Those are those are the ones that I think I will encourage, is the one that's financially in a position to get married. Marriage should greatly benefit the woman. It should. And getting back to me and my ideas and ideology and analogies of the chase and pursue. It's all about how you chase and pursue. It's all about who you pursue, how you pursue him, if he's worth it. You're just not gonna chase and pursue because you think you are the prize and you think you can have any man you want, even though you can't have any man you want. You watch and see and you try it out. But nowadays, it's kind of hard to get men attention. They just lazy. They don't want to do anything. They don't have no ambition. And maybe I say that from the side because I'm below the not. Oh gosh. Okay, let X that. I'm not in a financial position to like spend money on to find love, and I wouldn't do that right now. I wouldn't, but I can place myself in certain areas where I can at least have that opportunity to pursue and chase someone with a little more money than me, but at least try to stay within the confines of my resources, like not try to like pull someone like a multimillionaire. I damn sure know that's not going to happen. I damn sure know I'm not going to pull no one that's making over $100,000 a year. Not right now. Not in 2025. It's too hard. I can't even meet them halfway. So and that's another thing when a guy be like, "What do you bring it to the table?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" That sounds like a proposition to me. What do you bring to the table? Then I'm like, what are you looking for? And he'd be like, what are you bringing to the table? I'm like, you asking me what I'm bringing to the table. It sounds mostly like a proposition. So if you are propositioning me, I have the right to ask you, what are you looking for? And if he can't answer that question, he's just the type because like I guess what 50-50 is, that's what he looking for, 50-50. He want to break even. I'm not breaking even with nobody. No, I'm not merging my finances with no one that has to like we make the same amount of money. What if we made both like okay, so what if we made like 50,000 each a year? 100,000. Okay, that's basics. But what are you bringing to the table? And I'm like, that's a proposition. Ladies, you should say the same thing. Even if a guy asks you and you don't answer or he turn you off, just to see how far he go and what he already know. Okay? Just to see if he's a critical thinker or he can form his own ideas and opinions and not been listening to male podcasters influencing his decision on how to approach and take it further with a woman. You should have these questions, question everything, question assumptions. I mean, some opinions you could question, but if you want to put them in the corner, yeah. But like if he asks you, what do you bring in to the table? You be like, that's a proposition. What do you want? And then obviously in the end, the answer will be nothing. Can you accept those terms? I'm bringing absolutely nothing to the table. Okay? Nothing. So do you want to further this conversation or not? Are you still interested or not? The way you proposition me is like, okay, you don't even have a plan, you don't even have a goal. So that's someone you wouldn't want to chase and pursue because the guy that you chase and pursue is not going to ask you what are you bringing to the table. He already know what you both are capable of doing. It's not like you talking to some random stranger and shit like, yeah, I've been talking for 6 months and he asking what are you bringing to the table. Like, how is that even a decent mindset? What are you bringing to the table? It's okay to ask what are you bringing to the table, but be prepared to at least have an Follow up. Because someone like myself is, oh shit, someone like myself, I hope it didn't pop my chain. Someone like myself is going to ask you, that's curious and inquisitive and definitely want to know what are you talking about and what do you mean? What do you bring it to the table? Please be a little bit more clear and concise in your demands, because that sounds like a demand to me. What do you bring it to the table? Yeah, it does sound like a demand to me. So definitely you make sure you have clear and concise, and he answered that statement with, or that question with clarity. I need a little bit more, excuse me, clarification. And that's the end of that. And what are you bringing to the table? Um, but this was mostly about the woman chasing and pursuing a man, and there are certain and tactics that she must employ and implement, and just like certain give certain indicators that I am the woman that you probably are interested in. You just need a little help and you need a little boost in the right direction. I mean, I'll tell y'all this little story, and I'll end it in this bit. Now I know a guy, I've known him for a long time. We were just friends. We are friends. Never had any intimate moments at all. But he was someone that I thought like, and when I think about things, I think about them long term, not long term, but can he be a little bit of, can he benefit me? Um, I believe that I can also in some way benefited him. But we didn't like get that close to one another and everything. And I see him quite often and it's all good. But men, I'll just tell you that men are sloppy. They'll play women against each other. Like ladies, women, beautiful, beautiful women. If you are pursuing and chasing someone and he don't show no interest, he show no effort, that's not the one that you should continue to pursue and chase. But my point is, if you stop pursuing, well, let's just say, if you stop chasing, I want to get it in order. If you stop to chase and pursue him, that's okay. He wasn't someone that was worth your time. You stopped it because you wasn't going to give him that much um, time. I don't think nothing should change. I think you should still be kind and courteous and decent and laughter. The same thing you was doing to chase and pursue him, you dial it back, you dialing it back. I mean, he probably see a difference, but it won't be that much of a difference because y'all still have some type of rapport with one another, some type of connection, some type of chemistry. It could be friendly, it could be flirty. It's just that, nah, you know what? No love lost. He wouldn't know that. You wouldn't tell him that. But I mean, you're like, listen, I've told men, look, I'm not going to chase you no more. I move on quickly. Like the men that I could tell this to are the men that I have strong communication with, even if we don't get along. And they were like, chasing, when you was chasing me, see, you don't know, but you'll see the difference. They see the difference whether you chase it because it's a difference. It's a difference. You'll know the difference. He'll know the difference. But with this guy in particular, he started talking to someone else, and that's not like the problem that I had because it's been a year already. Like, that I moved on. I let him know I'm not going to chase you no more. I have other boyfriends that I like and other guys that I'm interested in. I have male friends, so we're gonna have to just. And it wasn't necessary for me to say like I'm gonna like just pull back like because I don't want you to think I'm acting funny. Like it's not going to be all laughs anymore, and like I'm not going to make sure your day is okay anymore. I'll continue the same kindness and courtesy, but and that's that. I'm gonna still give you a hug and laugh and joke with you. It's just like something totally different because you showed me that there's no reason for me to get to know you. You don't have the same you don't have the same values as me. I'll keep it like that. So now I guess he have um another friend that not blindsided me, but it's okay for you to have another friend to be friendly with someone else in front of my face. But the fact that you didn't even mention it, like, oh, listen, yo, like, not, he don't say yo, listen, BX Bronx, Leela, my name is Leela, if you for all those who don't know. I'm seeing such and such. I just wanted to give you the heads up because I know that me and you cool and we friends and everything. And like we just don't have no love lost. So I just wanted to let you know out of the courtesy and respect for you. No, that's not what men that don't have a healthy mind growth set do. A man with a fixed mindset is the one that will be the one to play women against other women. See, I'm a different type one because I lose. I don't have anything personal against the woman unless the woman have strong, deep feelings for this guy, and the guy know that. So I said, listen, why you didn't tell me? You know, you was talking to such and such. He broke it down. He's like, oh, we friends. We all friends. We all are friends. I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, no, you could at least put the bug in my ear so I could at least tread it a little bit differently. Because I don't want this woman who's ignorant to the fact that men are sloppy and they are players, but I'm the one that don't take it personal. I'm not trying to pursue anything. Like I was in it for the benefit of, I guess I was in it for financial reasons. I know I'm amazing, but I'm not like a gold digger at all. I'm not a 10-10. I can't be no gold digger. I got to fight extra hard than those 10-10 girls do. I'm pretty sure it's not all easy for them, right? They don't have it easy, but them being a 10-10 makes it just a little bit more easier. I'm not saying that they are not targets, but someone like a 7-8. I mean, if I'm in my room getting dressed up, I'll say to myself, I'm a 10-10, and I'll, clock it. We clock it over here. If you a 7, you're a 10-10. Okay. That's it. That's all. But I'm not one of those women that like, okay, like if I fight for a man, he has to be damn near worth it. And I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about women that don't have the energy to like stick around. And this man, not this man, I'm talking about men that's smart and intelligent and he sees that this woman is the one that will protect us and keep us safe and I feel safe for her, like she's the one that is last man standing. I don't if he's worth it. It takes a certain technique and a tactic and a certain type of intelligence. You definitely have to have social intelligence, and that's what I pride myself on is having social intelligence. That's not something that I would get rid of ever, ever. That's something that I want to work on perfect it. I said practice, but no, like perfect it. Skills, practice. So like that's my point, like women these days, like don't fight for the wrong man, like don't let men, excuse me, women in the audience, you beautiful women, don't let men play you against other women, especially if he's not worth it. Some men are not worth it, even if he appear to be worth it. And that's what I'm talking about. There are certain small interactions that you and this guy will exchange and get to know, and then you be like, no, we don't share the same values. He don't have that much of an integrity. He's not a leader. He's lazy. He fall back. He don't have no ambition. He don't see the future. He don't see the beauty in the world. Of course, we live in a wicked world, but there is also beauty in the world. He can't even identify the beautiful parts in the world. He don't want to see the beautiful parts of the world. I do. Even if I'm not a frequent traveler, I could see the beauty in the world, the opportunities that's presented for us and by us women. So no, I'm not. You can have that one. I respect the fact that you are into this man. The other woman don't know what's going on. Whatever the man is telling her, he's telling her. But I'm the type of woman, and I will always be the type of woman to check a man when he tried to get sloppy and try to start some shit. Like I know how to put out a fire. I know how to simmer a situation. And I'm not bragging. I'm not. This comes with a lot of skills and practice with good intent. And women, you should have, that's what I'm saying. Women like myself, right? I speak for women that have a voice but don't want to be seen, that just want to sit back and listen and support and encourage a woman like me. I support women that don't have a voice, that want to voice her opinion, but she don't have the platform to voice her opinion. And if she did, she doesn't have the courage or bravado, or she's not brave enough to do it. I support the woman that wants to have inspiration because I want to influence, at least that's my whole idea and vision, even if you don't know, even if I don't not aware of influencing someone or inspiring someone. That's what I would like to do, and that's the point, and that's the vision I would like to get across. I stand up for women. I empower women. I learned a long time ago from this woman I was going back and forth on Facebook with. We was going back and forth. We had a nice, decent conversation. I said, I support women. She said, I support women too, but I just don't support all of their choices and decisions. And I said, you know what? Fair enough. From that day on, I have been using that as a inspiration. I support women that are submissive and weak, and the ones that think that, oh, this is why a brown girl may not have a man because she's, so vocal, she's so opinionated, she have a mind of her own, she could think for herself, she could make her own decisions, she could make her own choices, she don't give a fuck about what people say, she is arrogant, she's snooty, she's all that wrapped up in one, which men don't like, and this is why she don't have a man. But that's okay. I could take that L. I could be the target of that. If that's the reason why women think that I don't have a man, then you go ahead and you run with that. I make my platform and my channel is for every type of woman possible. This platform is for women and whoever else want to tune in and listen. Men, you have a place here too, but you would definitely have to be a certain type of man with a certain type of like quality to enter this live. And I only accept and honor men that are here to express their thoughts and views because they are critical thinkers. And this is a practice page. So when I go on my other page, I have to blow it out the water. It has to be, and that don't has to be perfect, but it has to be professional. And I've been not practicing, losing touch, losing focus. But no, that's not going to happen from this day on. Either this live is heard or it's not, but it's still going to be done because I still wanted to get monetized. I've been on here for like 52 minutes. I got like about 8 more minutes to go. An hour. An hour is good to talk to someone, to reflect back on what I was saying about the girl and the guy. Like, come on now. Like, I still try to show, decency. And he told me his own way that, and I guess he confirmed it. And I'm like, okay. But now that he has put her on defense, I'm gonna have to change around and change around my interactions, like not the way it used to be. He definitely should feel the change. Mostly importantly, he will feel it. I will make him feel like, what he did was a little bit um 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 no more I would make him feel like he at least is the cause of the problem. I'm not submissive. Some women are. I don't care if you're a submissive woman or not. That's not a reason for me not to, you know, step in and say something. And that's what I have to say about that, right? That's why it's always good to have experience and knowledge in certain areas of dating. I'm not dating to get married. I don't want to get married. And another thing, I was on threads, and like I said, that the people on threads, they are, at least the women, the algorithm that I am pushed into is dating to get married, and the women are looking for, I mean, the men are looking for more of a submissive woman type, and I guess they are abiding and abhorring to the Bible rules, and that's something that I'm not here to talk about. I'll come back live and talk about religion and we could just have an open and honest discussion. But that's on threads. Like you just get to see and experience how women and the things that they desire. right? And it's just like research that needs to be done on Threads. If Threads is a dating site and people do get married to each other and they find love, they get married, they will be divorced in, say, a couple of months. It's not going to be long term marriages. I don't, and I deleted the app because that's no longer useful to me. It was just becoming a little bit too much with Threads and the idea of connecting with people in order to date, to get married. And that's just not my idea of how someone should meet and at least start a connection with someone. Humans are social species. We are social species. We are, it's in our nature to make social connections and explore as humans. We are explorers. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. And that's what women that are call themselves. I call myself independently single, free of a man. If I was married, I wouldn't be an independent single free woman because independent single free women are not married. And I mean that in a legal term, right? If you're not married, then you're single by law. The law of recognizes and honor married people. Single people probably have it the worst. That we probably are the most, the ones that have to grind the most. But yeah, that's how I describe myself. Not to everyone. I describe it to my audience. Like I am independently single, free of a man. So when men say they don't like independent women, I mean, like I'm not looking for a marriage proposal. That's what I would tell her. I'm not looking for a marriage proposal. Don't propose to me. We're gonna have to start putting men in their place where they belong. If a man said, "Oh, you are so strong and you are independent," be like, I am not looking for a marriage proposal because I am not a submissive woman. You don't hear men saying, "Well, listen, I want a weak woman. I want a woman with low self esteem. I want to put a woman in depression because she have no freedom, she have no rights, she have no say so, she can't make her own decisions and choices without me. I am here to lead this woman into the pathway, and maybe we both fall off the cliff. But that woman will get a ping, a realization like, no, I'm not falling off the cliff with you. I did it for too long. I'm out. It's okay to put a man in his place accurately, responsibly. Okay? And that's all you have to say about that because you just don't hear about weak women. You hear about strong women, but weak women, no. Weak women could get away with being submissive. They don't know the rules, the details. They don't know the outline. They don't know the rules, the law, excuse me. They don't know the order. So they get in there and they get into a relationship and they get blindsided. And the rules and the man switch up. If you are a man, and I'll leave it off like this. If you are a man and you follow the biblical law, the law of religion, whatever, God, man, woman, child, you must definitely let that woman know that if you are a leader, no, not a leader because you're not a leader. If you are to lead, that she comes second, you come first, you come before her and the kids. God becomes before you. You are to let her know that a submissive woman is supposed to give in, and in order for me to love you the way you want me to love you, which he's incapable of because she have to be submissive, so it's easy for him. You have to be submissive, give in, don't question my authority or challenge my authority. You are not to make decisions or choices outside of my authority. If that's something that you want as a man for the rest of your life, and that's something if you want as a woman for the rest of your life, then accept those terms. That's how those terms work. Don't be fooled by the submissive. Do some work, do some research. There's deep details about being a submissive woman, and it's not pretty. I mean, if you voluntarily do it, okay, do it. That's okay. That's your choice. But know what you're getting into before you get into it. That's it. That's all. So, with that being said, to my beautiful audience, if you have listened this far, I don't know if this even went live because the stream is not even doing too well, but I would like to say thank you for giving me your attention for 59 minutes. And I would like to also say thank you before I conclude is thank you for listening to my insight and my perspective. I'll see you soon. Everyone have a great day.